In today's busy and noisy world, silence is often seen as a challenge, a suffocating void that makes us feel unsafe and nervous. We rush to fill that silence to avoid the discomfort it brings. However, Stoicism teaches that silence isn't just a way to keep secrets or stay out of trouble. It's also a powerful tool to find inner peace and build mental strength. I once heard a civil case lawyer talk about how he uses silence as a strategy in court. When a witness seems to be done speaking, he remains silent for a short period to create tension. This silence often encourages the witness to continue speaking, which can lead to mistakes. This shows that silence isn't just an absence of sound. It's a powerful message. You don't have to talk all the time to understand the power of speech and silence. Epictetus taught us to be quiet most of the time and only speak when necessary. He said that in every spoken word and every moment of silence, we not only show respect for others but also self-respect, self-awareness, and a deep understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Are you ready to learn more about the power of silence? Let's explore important situations where silence is not only a choice but a necessity. Before we go any further, I want to stress how important it is to watch the whole video and not skip any lessons. Each point will help you understand the importance of silence in life. Lesson 1. How to deal with anger. At some point, we've all felt our hearts burn with anger. It could be during a tense moment with a coworker, when we find out that a relationship is ending, or when a loved one ignores our words. Angry feelings often come on quickly. Like a storm, they destroy reason and leave behind regret and pain. When this happens, Stoicism can help us face these strong feelings with both reason and compassion. When anger starts to rise, remember the story of Seneca, a Stoic philosopher who was betrayed by a friend. Instead of getting angry, Seneca thought about it and understood that anger is often worse for us than the injury that causes it. He chose to deal with the situation with empathy and understanding, knowing that everyone is fighting their own battles inside. To deal with anger, the first step is to recognize it and accept it with clarity. This doesn't mean hiding or denying your feelings. It means understanding and accepting them as a normal part of being human. Next, look into what's really making you angry. Is it a sense of helplessness in a situation you can't change, or is it frustration over unmet expectations? Once you know what's really making you angry, you can use Stoic logic to look at the situation more objectively. Remember that anger usually doesn't solve the problem. It makes it worse. Ask yourself how you can turn this anger into a positive action or a valuable lesson. Think about turning your anger into motivation for personal growth and better relationships with others. For example, if you're mad at a coworker for a misunderstanding, you could talk about it and clear things up instead of retaliating, which would build a stronger working relationship. Stoicism not only helps us control our anger, but also teaches us how to use it to grow as people and understand others better. By doing this, we find inner peace and improve our relationships. Try practicing anger management. Managing your anger well is important for maintaining healthy relationships and mental health. Here are some ways to deal with your anger. Recognize the signs. Know the mental and physical signs that you're getting angry, such as clenched hands, a racing heartbeat, tense muscles, or a tendency to lash out. Take a break. If you start to feel angry, step back from the situation. Apologize if necessary and give yourself time to calm down before responding. This can help you avoid saying or doing something you'll later regret. Relaxation and deep breathing. Practice deep breathing or other relaxation techniques like progressive muscle relaxation or meditation when you're angry. This can help calm your body and mind. Express your feelings. Instead of holding your anger inside, find healthy ways to release it and relieve stress. Talk to a trusted friend or family member, write in a journal, or engage in physical activity. Identify your triggers. Pay attention to what makes you angry and try to avoid or reduce exposure to these triggers as much as possible. This might involve setting boundaries, being clear about your needs, or making lifestyle changes. Challenge negative thoughts. Negative thoughts and perspectives can fuel anger. Question these thoughts by asking yourself if they are true and considering other viewpoints. Show empathy. Even if you don't agree with someone, try to understand their thoughts and feelings. Understanding another person's perspective can help calm you down and facilitate more positive communication. Seek professional help. If your anger is seriously affecting your relationships, work, or overall quality of life, consider talking to a therapist or psychologist. They can provide strategies and techniques to help you manage your anger better. Adopt healthy lifestyle habits. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, sufficient sleep, and avoiding excessive alcohol or drug use can help you manage your emotions and reduce anger. Forgive. Holding on to grudges and resentment can fuel anger. Try to forgive yourself and others. Letting go of old grievances can help you calm down and promote emotional healing. Remember that controlling your anger is a skill that you can develop over time with practice. Give yourself time and celebrate small victories along the way. Lesson 2. When faced with unfairness. When we face injustice, it tests our sense of fairness and the strength of our spirit. Stoic philosophy teaches us not only how to control our responses, but also how to find peace within ourselves when life gets tough. Stoics don't see silence as giving up or accepting things without reason. Instead, they see it as a strong choice that helps us face and overcome injustice without losing our inner peace. Consider this example. You are an experienced worker who has worked hard for your company, but one day you find out that a less experienced coworker was promoted instead of you. You feel unfairly treated, and your self-esteem is hurt. Instead of getting angry or disappointed, you choose to reflect on the situation and reevaluate your value and what you really want in your career. You mustn't let negative emotions cloud your judgment. Instead, take action to improve your skills and learn more. When we stay quiet and composed, we not only avoid hurting others or ourselves with careless words, but also find our inner strength. When faced with injustice, silence is not just a defense mechanism. It's a way to find the best and most effective solution. Silence helps us connect with our values and build a solid foundation for action. As Marcus Aurelius said, the best response to anger is silence. Rather than reacting with anger or getting caught up in negative emotions, the power of silence helps us stay in control and remain positive about the bigger picture. With the power of silence, we can handle any problem life throws at us. It's not just about accepting challenges, but turning them into opportunities for growth. This is the inspiration and encouragement that Stoic philosophy gives us to become stronger and more autonomous in life. It's normal to feel a range of emotions when something isn't fair, like frustration, anger, disappointment, or sadness. How you react to unfair treatment can greatly affect the situation and your well-being. Here are some things you can do if someone is being unfair to you. Accept your feelings. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. Don't try to hide your emotions. Instead, be aware of them and accept them. Evaluate the scenario. Take a step back and look at the situation objectively. Try to understand why you think it's unfair, and consider whether there are any factors or perspectives you haven't considered. Get another point of view. Discuss the situation with someone you trust. An outside perspective can help you understand things better and see them from a different angle. Select your response. Choose how you will respond to the unfairness. It's easy to act without thinking, but taking a moment to consider your options can help you make better decisions. Communicate assertively. If appropriate, calmly and directly express your feelings and concerns to the right people. Explain why you think the situation is unfair and what you would like to see happen to make things right. Focus on what you can control. Understand that you might not be able to change some aspects of the situation. Instead, focus on what you can change, such as your actions and attitudes. Seek justice through proper channels. If the unfairness is significant and has real consequences, consider seeking justice through proper channels, like filing an official complaint or consulting a lawyer. Take care of yourself. Dealing with unfairness can be emotionally taxing, So make sure to prioritize your needs. Engage in activities that help you relax and recover, like yoga, meditation, spending time with loved ones, or hobbies. Let go of resentment. Holding on to anger towards someone or something you think is unfair can harm your well-being. Forgive others, not just because they deserve it, but for your own peace of mind. Learn and grow. Use the time you spend dealing with unfair situations as an opportunity to learn and grow. Reflect on what you learned and how you can handle similar problems better in the future. Remember, you can choose how to react to things that happen to you, not always what they are. By being strong, self-aware, and taking positive action when you encounter unfairness, you can get through tough situations more easily and honestly.
Lesson 3. Navigating the storm of insults. Before we start Lesson 3, let me tell you a story about Cato, a famous Stoic philosopher and politician. Cato was known for his unwavering loyalty to his ethics. His peers often made fun of him for it, but he never wavered. His life is a vivid example of the Stoic belief that true strength lies within our beliefs, not in external recognition. Our lives often go through rough patches. Stoics are not superstitious. They don't simply pretend not to care about insults. Instead, they recognize that others' opinions are just personal views and cannot change one's true value. They focus on controlling what they can change, not what they cannot. Controlling emotions is a skill that Stoics practice daily. In the storm of insults, they do not let themselves be swept away by emotions like anger or hurt. Instead, they keep their spirit calm and clear, facing every challenge with patience and strength. The most important thing is not just controlling emotions, but also viewing situations objectively. Stoics see insults as a natural part of life and not worth losing control over. Instead of reacting with anger or hurt, they keep their thoughts clear and lucid to make the right decisions and cope most effectively. Stoic philosophy also teaches us about empathy and tolerance. Instead of retaliating with words or actions, they may choose silence or a gentle word to prevent escalating conflicts and encourage more positive communication. To sum up, navigating the storm of insults isn't just about avoiding them. It's a process of learning and using wisdom, patience, persistence, and determination. The only way to live a free and calm life, even in the worst conditions, is to follow the Stoic philosophy. Can we live a free and calm life even in the most difficult situations? Lesson 4. Dealing with gossip people will always face wrongful criticism or have rumors spread about them. What matters is not that we face these problems, but how we deal with them and get through them. Stoicism, which teaches us to be patient and in control, can help us deal with problems in a strong and calm way. For example, when false rumors are spread, we should not get angry or panic. Instead, we should use reason to look at the situation objectively and act with understanding. Silence can also be a strong and wise response. Instead of speaking out to protect our honor, we should choose silence and patience and let time and truth provide the answer. Understand that being quiet is not a sign of weakness, but of strength and self-control. Sometimes keeping quiet is the best way to protect yourself and stay calm. Remember that real strength doesn't come from getting angry or upset, but from being patient and confident enough to stay quiet and face problems with calmness and wisdom. Imagine working in a big company where rumors and news spread fast. One day, you hear a rumor that you were suddenly promoted because you catered to your boss's emotions. This rumor shocks and confuses you, but it also gives you a chance to practice Stoicism in real life. Instead of getting angry or worried, you choose to be calm and confident. The first thing you do is face this information directly, not denying or ignoring it. Instead, you meet with your boss to have an open and direct conversation to clarify the issue. Rumors about you are not only a challenge for you, but also a chance to improve your patience and confidence. According to the Stoics, you can get through anything and become stronger in the process. Have you ever been the target of false rumors about yourself? If so, please share your story in the comments section of this video. Although dealing with gossip can be difficult, There are a few things you can do to handle it well. Ignore it. A lot of the time, gossip needs our attention. If you don't do anything about it, it might go away on its own. Face it directly. If the gossip is really hurtful or is affecting you or others badly, you might want to talk to the person who is spreading it. Approach them gently. Tell them how their rumors are making you feel, and ask them to stop. Set limits. Let people know that you don't like to hear or take part in gossip. Change the subject to something more positive or useful. Model good behavior. By not participating in gossip yourself, you set an example for others. If people see that you don't spread rumors or say bad things about others, they might be less likely to include you in those conversations. Focus on positives. Negative rumors and gossip should not be your main focus. Instead, work on building supportive relationships and creating a positive atmosphere. Get help. If gossip is making you very upset or affecting your health, seek help from family, friends, or a psychologist who can give you advice and a different perspective. Document and report if necessary. Gossip can sometimes turn into abuse or bullying. It's important to keep track of instances of harmful gossip and report them to the appropriate authorities, such as HR at work or school management. Remember your control. You can choose how to react to what others say, even if you can't change what they say. Stay true to your ideals and focus on improving your relationships and environment. Lesson 5. When being criticized unfairly. If someone criticizes you unfairly, your first reaction might be to defend yourself. But Epictetus suggested a different approach. If someone says something bad about you, don't try to defend yourself by saying things like, "He didn't know about my other flaws." This is a powerful lesson in self-awareness and self-control. Everyone has to deal with criticism, especially when it's unfair. For those who have to deal with irrational criticism, the first thing a Stoic does is calm down. Instead of getting angry and reacting quickly, they listen and think about what was said. Self-control not only shows strength, but is also one of the main things that sets a respectable person apart. Stoics accept reality as it is, even if it may be unfair. They know that understanding is the key to mental freedom. They don't agree with injustice when they accept it. They're just admitting that they can't change it. When there is no way to defend yourself, silence is the only thing that can save you. It's a sign of control and the only way to keep an unfair situation from turning into a never-ending fight. Having faith in silence is a sign of confidence. A Stoic knows that being strong means more than just speaking out. It also means being able to hold back and choose wisely what to say. In a world full of unfair criticism and injustice, Stoic philosophy is a great way to gain strength and control over your life. It says that if we accept the truth, use the power of silence, and trust in what is right, we not only live an honest and patient life, but also bring hope and belief to others in a chaotic world. Now let's move on to Lesson 6. Thank you, and congratulations on making it halfway through today's video. Your presence here shows that you are ready for this journey. So let's move on to the last 5 lessons of keeping silence as we continue to improve ourselves. Lesson 6. How to deal with loss. The truth of life is that you will lose things, and that can cause deep emotions and hard times. Loss can come in many forms. The pain of losing a loved one, the void that comes with losing a job, or the emptiness that comes with giving up something we hold dear. All of these are unavoidable parts of our journey. They can make us feel lost and helpless in the face of endless waves of despair. When we face loss, the most important thing is to accept and understand that everything is temporary. Life is like a journey through a rough sea with big waves and storms. Finding peace and calmness not only helps us get through hard times, but is also the basis of happiness and contentment in life. With mental training and patience, we can face any problem head-on and with wisdom. But Stoicism isn't about becoming numb or avoiding emotions. It's about accepting all emotions naturally and keeping them in check. By doing this, we can live a meaningful life and enjoy every moment, whether happy or sad. Dealing with loss is a very personal and difficult thing to do. Here are some general things that may help you cope with the loss of a loved one, a job, a relationship, or something else important in your life. Let yourself cry. It's normal to cry, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. Allow yourself to feel the feelings that come with losing someone, whether they are sadness, anger, guilt, or numbness. Get help. Talk to friends, family, or a support group. They can offer warmth and understanding during this tough time. Talking to others about how you feel can help you feel less alone in your sadness. Take care of yourself. Even if it's hard, make sure to prioritize your own needs. Engage in activities that help you unwind and recover, like yoga, meditation, spending time with loved ones, or hobbies. Honor what you've lost. This could mean making a memorial, taking part in customs or rituals, or finding ways to honor them through acts of service or kindness. Practice mindfulness. Deep breathing exercises, meditation, and other forms of mindfulness can help you stay present and grounded when you're feeling very emotional. Being mindful can also help you learn more about yourself and accept how you feel. Be kind to yourself. It's okay to have good days and bad days. Be patient and gentle with yourself as you go through the ups and downs of loss. Think about your beliefs. Sometimes spiritual or religious views can help you feel better when you've lost someone close to you. Reflect on what life, death, and the future mean to you based on your own beliefs.
Lesson 7. When people brag, the Stoics keep quiet. Every day, we have to deal with challenges that arise in life. According to Stoic thought, self-control is often the key to solving these problems. Being quiet is not only a sign of inner peace, but also of patience and a deep understanding of oneself and the world around you. When someone compliments you, don't let your pride and complacency take over. Instead, view these compliments with mental independence, and don't let gossip or other people's opinions affect you. By being quiet, you will find strength in knowing that your self-worth doesn't depend on what others think of you. In a society that values self-promotion and self-praise, staying silent in the face of praise and comfort can be challenging. Those who refuse to participate in this race may feel pressured and unstable. However, mental independence and patience are important traits. When people praise and compliment you, staying quiet shows that you are strong and thoughtful. Finally, when people compliment and praise you, staying quiet is not only a sign of self-control, but also a way to create inner peace and spiritual freedom. In a world that often praises laziness and pride, Stoic thought teaches that being quiet is a sign of strength and self-control. Lesson 8. How to get through the seas of ignorance with Stoic grace. In the journey of life, we often traverse the great seas of uncertainty, where waves of mystery and unpredictability are always ready to test our strength. Facing these challenges is not only a battle with external problems, but also a journey of self-discovery and self-conquest. During tough times, Stoicism is like a light shining through the darkness, showing us how to deal with ambiguity with patience and determination. In a sea of uncertainty, we will always feel lost, but Stoicism teaches us that not knowing is a temporary state and the essence of life. Accepting that we can't know everything ahead of time is normal and opens the door to discovery, learning, and growth. Facing uncertainty doesn't mean giving up or being afraid. When you don't know what to say, silence is not a sign of weakness, but of power and confidence. Being quiet helps us control our emotions, makes room for self-reflection, and makes us more aware of our own and others' feelings. By responding maturely and deeply with the spirit of Stoicism, we not only get through the challenges of the unknown, but also become stronger and more resilient. It's not just a journey, but a profound experience of the essence of life and existence. To navigate the seas of ignorance with Stoic grace, you need to develop a mindset and habits that help you stay calm, strong, and logical, when you don't know what to do or how to do it. Here's how. Accept that you don't know everything. This is a normal part of being human. Accepting this will help you be more humble. Focus on what you can control. Stoicism teaches you to let go of things you can't change and focus on what you can control. You may not know everything about a subject, but you can control your emotions, actions, and efforts to learn and improve. Practice mindfulness. Stay present and aware of your feelings and thoughts when you're unsure. Observe your reactions without judgment and decide how to respond thoughtfully. Develop resilience. Facing ignorance or setbacks is a chance to learn and grow. See challenges as opportunities for personal growth and becoming wiser. Seek knowledge with an open mind. Admit that you don't know everything, but stay curious and willing to learn. Keep an open mind and consider new information from different perspectives. Use rationality. Use reasoning and logic to navigate uncertainty. Look at the information you have, ask questions, and try to gather more information when possible. Accept some things are out of your control. Recognize that some things will always be beyond your control or understanding. Instead of fighting ignorance, see it as a normal part of life and focus on what you can positively impact. Grow qualities like patience, courage, wisdom, and resilience. These traits will help you stay true to yourself and maintain your peace when things get tough. Reflect on Stoic teachings. Regularly think about Stoic principles and ideas. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca can provide guidance and direction. Practice gratitude. Be thankful for what you already know and the opportunities to learn and grow. Gratitude can help you focus on what you do know and appreciate your experiences. By following these principles and habits, you can navigate the ocean of ignorance with Stoic ease, staying calm and strong even when you don't know what to do or what to expect. Lesson 9. The Art of Silence for Stoics. During false rumors. Silence is not only the absence of speech, it's also a wise choice that can help us learn more about ourselves and the world around us from a Stoic point of view. In a world full of false information, silence is not a sign of helplessness but of hidden strength and resolve. When we choose to be silent, we make room for reflection and evaluation of events with insight. We don't react quickly to unfounded rumors or criticism. We don't let our feelings or doubts take over. Instead, we keep our honor and morals. In the light of Stoicism, silence is not a sign of refusal or failure, but of certainty and patience. In silence, we find freedom and inner strength that empower us to face and overcome any challenge with determination and clarity. Stoics know that silence is more than just not speaking. It's a sign of mental strength and determination. In silence, they find the strength to reject false accusations and stand up for their morals. They don't let false information destroy their beliefs and self-confidence. Instead, they see silence as a shield that protects the soul and mind from harmful outside influences. Being quiet gives us peace and the power to control our feelings and stand up for what's right and true. This is when we truly understand what silence means, not as a sign of weakness, but as a sign of mental strength and clear thinking. Lesson 10. Accepting silence. When things aren't certain. Today's world is full of chaos and confusion, which is a normal part of life when you have to deal with problems and unclear situations. Silence isn't just a choice, it's an art and a noble expression of the Stoic philosophy. In society, when everything seems to be floating in the sea of information and reasoning, silence becomes a powerful weapon. Instead of reacting quickly to every flicker of light or shadow, choose to stay quiet. This will help you stay calm when everything is unclear and hard to understand. Adopting silence when faced with uncertainty is not only smart, but also a spiritual sign of independence and wisdom. To truly understand and use silence when faced with uncertainty, we need to train ourselves. We need to practice self-control and not let changes in the outside world throw us off. We need to learn how to stay calm and accept the unknown instead of giving in to anxiety and fear. Remember that in silence we find peace and the Stoic way of thinking. It's not just a strategy. Embracing silence when you don't know what will happen is a way of life. Use silence to show how strong you are and let it guide you through all of life's challenges and problems. The Stoic philosophy says that when we listen to the voice of silence, we learn the most about ourselves and the world around us. Here are 10 times when we should choose silence. 1. When you need to listen and show respect. 2. When you need to calm down and collect your thoughts. 3. When you need to avoid saying something hurtful or unnecessary. 4. When you need to understand a situation better. 5. When you need to show strength and self-control. 6. When you need to avoid escalating conflicts. 7. When you need to reflect on your actions and decisions. 8. When you need to stay calm in the face of uncertainty. 9. When you need to protect your inner peace and mental clarity. 10. When you need to approach and solve problems more intelligently and compassionately. Please join us by sharing and liking this video, so we can build a strong community where love and knowledge are always being shared. Leave a comment with your thoughts and the lesson that interests you the most. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any valuable lessons about life and the path of cultivating the mind according to Stoic philosophy. Together we can make the world more open.